بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين اللهم صل وسلم وبارك على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. Assalamu alaikum, dear brothers and sisters. Let's discuss the topic of fard of Salah. In other words, things that are essential in prayer. Prayer has 11 essential elements. According to the Hanafi school, it has 11 essential elements. These 11 elements are the bare minimum. That's what essential means. In other words, if we omit any of these things, our prayer will no longer be valid. So these are the things that we have to ensure that are in place first and foremost when it comes to prayer. And to make it easier for us, scholars have divided these 11 essentials into two groups. The first group are the shurut, the conditions that we have to ensure before the prayer. And the second group are the arkan, which are the pillars, the main actions inside the prayer. So we have two groups, shurut, conditions to ensure before the prayer, and arkan, pillars or the main actions which the prayer is comprised of. And here we have kind of a visualization of that. So the shurut are 5 and the arkan are 6. You can see also a different categorization or different distribution rather, where shurut are 6 and arkan are 5. That's why the first of the arkan we put it in the color between blue and green to indicate this. However, still, it is 11 things that are essential. So let's have a look at what are they exactly. So the shurut, the 5 conditions are first and foremost the prayer time. So the time of the prayer has to enter. We have to pray within a specific period of time. We have to have purity, physical and ritual purity. We have to be facing the direction of Kaaba, uh, which is located in the holy city of Mecca. So we have to be facing the direction of Mecca. And then um, we have to cover the nakedness, our aura. And lastly, we have to have the intention to pray a specific prayer. And the arkan, the pillars, are 6. The first of them is the opening takbir. It is the phrase Allahu Akbar, Allah is greater, with which we begin the prayer. And this opening takbir enters us into the prayer. Then, inside the prayer, we stand, we recite, we bow, we prostrate, and we sit. In fact, we do it multiple times in cycles, and each prayer has its own number of cycles. So these are the 11 essentials of prayer, and the two groups are the shurut and the arkan. I hope this is clear, and inshallah, in future videos, we will look deeper into both of these groups and try to um, give attention to each of them. Also, of course, you can find more detail on them inside the app. In fact, I encourage you to um, try to identify each of them inside the app. How does the app help you to fulfill them? Now, as a recap, I suggest you the following questions. See if you can answer them. The first question is, how many prayer essentials are there? Did you catch that? What two groups can we split them into to make it easier for us to remember and to fulfill? And lastly, which group does the opening takbir belong to? Do you remember these details that I mentioned? جزاكم الله خيرا. السلام عليكم.